So today I'm going to be sat with Chris, who when he came to me was stuck at around 3k per month, lacking certainty, and actually questioning his ability to make it in this saturated high ticket sales world. Fast forward less than 3 months, and this guy's already went from 3k all the way up to 9k per month. And it's not just about the income. He's gained full confidence in his ability to close, actually became a leader on his sales calls, and has become the type of closer that other closers look up to and genuinely respect. In this interview, you're going to see the exact kind of work that goes into creating a transformation like Chris has had over these past 3 months. And not just for Chris, but anyone who's genuinely serious about making their life better financially, as a person, and as a leader. Let's jump in.
Hey guys, name is Chris. I am here in the US in Dallas, Texas. I've been in high ticket sales for about 3 years now. Started off setting and then got my chance to start closing. And a couple trainings later, here I am sitting with Dan. So
Yeah. Yeah. I know that me and you was talking a lot before we actually started working together, quite off and on. You're just someone that sort of stuck out to me when we was messaging a lot. So that's good that I finally got the opportunity to work a bit closer with you. But for the viewers at home, when did you actually join Born to Close?
so this was crazy. So literally end of March, like early April, and from January till March, I was not on an offer. And
Yeah.
I had some recurring payments coming in. I was thinking about this today, like driving to the sitting here. And I was like, I'm making no money. Like, why did I just join this program? But it was end of March is when I
End
joined.
of March. Okay.
Yeah.
So end of March, April. So you've been around 3 months or so now.
Yeah.
Like you just said, you weren't really making money from January to March, and that's similar to me last year. But what was your overall situation before joining, would you say, with sales and life?
The offer that I was on crashed. Like this whole high ticket game is definitely a jungle. And so the offer crashed. They wanted me to stay, but I was like, if there's no calls, I'm not staying. And I was just going on interview after interview. And I could tell when people are BSing me on interviews now. And I was just like, this is not going to work. I'm not jumping on this offer. But life was good, just like trusting God to
Mm,
put me in a position to figure it out. So
mm. And out of curiosity, because I know that obviously a lot of high ticket sales where it might take those situations differently than how we talk about in the program, but what was your view on yourself as a closer, high ticket sales as a whole? How were your views before jumping into high ticket sales? Well, with me.
before working with you, I grew confidence by getting results because like that's what fuels confidence, but I wasn't as detached as we just talked about before we started this of not really caring about the outcome. And one of the first things before we did, skill set work of how to actually perform on the calls, it's all about the inner work, like who you are outside of the calls is going to reflect so much more than what happens on the call.
Mm,
And so just how I carry myself every day. Like I said, I had confidence, but just being
yeah.
more confident in myself and just being able to help people.
Hmm. Do you believe in that? Like, obviously, that's what I bang on about a lot, but do you believe in it? And did you believe in it before in terms of you being the person has far greater influence on your ability to make a sale than scripts and frameworks or skills?
I like had that ounce of belief, but you really helped me expand that and make it more clear. So
Okay, cool. Were you skeptical before joining Bond Close?
no, it's kind of funny. It was actually, I don't know if you remember, but I'm sure there was a master class. Maybe you remember the dates off the
Yeah.
top of your head, but the line that got me, Dan, you'll laugh at this. It was maybe halfway through you were talking about the program and your mentorship and what it looked like, and I was like, man, I can't do this now. I just got out of a training and I don't have an offer. And you got real quiet, and then you said, "Stop giving yourself money logistics objections." And I'm
Yeah.
like, I have to join this program.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I remember the class. I remember that we won't get into it too much, but I remember that start of the fire that we all know about came from something you posted, which is good. Thank you for that. But what would you say the most exciting thing that's happened in your sales career is since you joined Born to Close?
The exciting thing that happened in my sales career, just like probably the detachment, but just more confidence that I haven't had before.
Mm,
And so, and then certain questions of there's a difference between asking a bunch of questions and just trying to implement things instead of just going into the call and just not really wanting to stay super tied to the script because I was tied to, oh, I got to make sure I ask this, this, and this. But if I'm out with a friend, I'm not trying to funnel a conversation to fit my mold. And so, like coming in here and seeing what your framework was, but then also being able to navigate that based on what they gave me. I remember I asked you on a call, like, oh, what if they give me deep pain before I get to bottleneck or whatever? And
Yeah.
it's just like the example you gave was it's like baseball. Like if they gave you the fastball, like you swing right there. So that
Yeah.
was big for me too.
Okay, that's good. I like that baseball analogy.
Mhm.
Um, that's good. What about in terms of finances? How has that grown since joining? I'm more like I like
Yeah.
internal transformation, but I know that people watching this like the money.
Yeah, 100%. So just some context, I got on an offer literally like 2 weeks after joining your program, and I was talking with Jack inside of WhatsApp. I was talking about my interview, and he helped me crush my interview. I destroyed like four other people on that group interview, so that brought me confidence. A couple really killer questions that really helped. But um, so I hit my fast forward to right now. Hit my record month last month, 8.9K.
Mm,
And the funny thing is, like I know I could easily hit 15. I just have to put in the
mm.
work behind the scenes in the early nights and or late nights, early mornings, that sort of thing. So
That's really good. Very good, mate.
yeah.
I believe as well, I believe 15, 20 is easy in the next couple of months for you. Because you're always sharp, you always ask questions, you always take it very serious. So not too serious where you're not enjoying it, but serious enough where you're actually implementing what I say. So
Yeah.
what would you say your favorite part is about being inside Bond Close? And how does it move the needle the most?
Favorite parts. Probably just your humility and being able to always invite questions instead of kind of holding things back. And so that's been really exciting. Like the coaching calls are great, the content's great, but just hopping on the calls and how fast you respond and how fast you like you I just know you care. It's not like
Hmm.
maybe not something I can pinpoint specifically, but just hopping on calls. I just know you actually care about us getting better as a person, which is going to make us a better closer. And that's tenfold to just tactics. So,
Hmm. Okay, that's really good. Um, what would you say to anyone on the fence at Born to Close?
yeah. So I saw this quote today that it said, ready is not a feeling, it's a decision.
Mm,
And so if you want to overcome a money objection on a sales call, invest in yourself and actually go through the fire because if you can't invest in yourself, you're not going to actually progress as fast as you need to.
okay, I'm gonna clip that for a reel.
Do it, dude.
Yeah, I will.
It's a pretty cool quote. Yeah.
I'm happy you had the quote ready. Um,
Yeah.
and then just for like people at home and then maybe sales managers and things that watch this, what's your next steps as a closer? Do you feel like what's on the horizon for Chris, would you say?
Next steps as a closer. I definitely
Or
still
the
want
president?
to increase my skill sets for sure. I know the magical pie in the sky 10K a month is still have not been still has not been achieved yet, but I'm not going to say it magically will, but I'm going to do everything in my power to get there.
Yeah.
And just I kind of zoomed out a bit a couple weeks ago, like, hey, how long do I want to stay in high ticket? I'm going to take it day by day, but
Mm,
at least for the next 12 months, I want to be in high ticket for sure. So
mm, nice. What about as a person? What's on the horizon? We're all about the
as a
person,
person,
not the
yeah, yeah, for sure.
sales.
Um, I'm actually I'm really into fitness, and so I'm on a cut right now. So I want to get to about 10% body fat and then bulk back up. I've always had a dream to do at least one bodybuilding show in my life, and I'm
Yeah.
nowhere near that. But just waking up like that helps me get out of bed at 5 a.m. to go to the gym. Like I want to do this because I have a goal that not many people have, and so that's a couple years away. But that's one thing on the horizon that I'm excited for.
You coming to Paraguay if we do an event?
I need to think about it, but it depends on when I'd love to. That's probably like I have no idea how long of a flight that would be.
Mate, it's not too bad. It's like 8 hours for you.
Yeah. Are
So
you still on like Central Time or what time is it for you right now?
it's one ahead of Eastern.
Okay, so it's 2:20 for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I want to see you here, mate. You're one of my favorite.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. I'll clip that and make that a reel myself.
Okay, good stuff. All right. Well, I appreciate you jumping on and sharing your experience, boss. I know, like I've said multiple times, have confidence in everyone in the program, but there's some people I look at and I think like this person's going to go the distance and really, really make a big impact and make a lot of money and help a lot of people. So I do believe that you're going to be one of those people. So keep up the good work, mate. Okay.
Thanks, Dan.
All right.